Okay, someone's got TV in the background. I can hear it. Anyway. Everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to Lakeside Legendz and our Curse of Strahd campaign. I am finally back, so I can actually be the DM. And if it looks like I have gained weight, well, I probably have, because doing a baby does that to husbands too.
Okay.
It's what is it called when you feel bad for
sympathy
your wife?
weight.
Sympathy weight.
Yeah, sympathy
I've
weight.
gained sympathy weight, and I am trying to work it off. So we'll see how that goes.
Michael hasn't. What the heck?
Well, that's different. Michael's a weightlifting freak of nature.
That's true.
He's also a pirate, so you know.
That's
right.
true.
That's right.
He is an actual pirate king
Like
D&D character.
actual pirate.
That's right. All
You're not
right,
wrong.
everyone. Well, welcome back, adventurers, to another episode of the Curse of Strahd with your cast here at Lakeside Legendz. First, we have imra'lyr Sardith, the Shadow Elf Ranger, played by Lore. Kinsley, our firbolg cleric, played by Blair. Me, a changeling druid, played by Arthur. And Francisco Guadalupe del Valle, a changeling fighter, played by Trevor. And let's not forget about yours truly, your DM and master storyteller for this saga, DM David.
Woo!
Oh, I'm so excited. On our last episode, our heroes explored the ruined mansion of Argynvost Holt and happened upon the same revenant they met while camping in the Svolek woods. His name, Sir Godfrey Gwillem, and he wanted to help them in their quest to kill Strahd. However, the revenant leader, Vladimir Horngard, would need to be convinced. I hate when I stumble over my words. Would need to be convinced for his position as commander of the Fallen Order of the Silver Dragon gave him the ability to control the revenant army, and they would listen only to him. Our heroes found Vladimir Horngard and attempted to convince him to join their cause, but the fallen commander refused. The only thing he wants is for Strahd to suffer, and what better way for Strahd to do that than to let the vampiric demon agonize in a hell of his own design. Then, Francisco remembered the deal he made with Isaac's devil back in Valleki. He promised to give the entity the soul of Strahd in exchange for Isaac, should they defeat the vampire, that is. This offered a new and more terrible form of suffering that Vladimir could not refuse. In the end, he agreed and offered his army's assistance when they called. Once finished with the Revenant, the team realized they still needed to find the mysterious artifact that was said to be hidden somewhere in Argynvost Holt's highest peak. So they climbed to the roof, traversed up the tallest tower, and sitting there on the windowsill, they discovered the platinum pommel of a sword. imra'lyr grasped the handle, curiously, and as she did, an overwhelming sense of sorrow emanated off the item, washing over her. And that is where we are now.
Oh my gosh, you guys, it is so sad.
What do you mean it's sad?
So sad. Like, are you okay? What is wrong? Why are you so sad? I don't understand why it's sad.
I would like to touch the sword.
Okay,
I don't let go, but I let him touch it.
you touch it.
Do I feel sad?
You do. You begin to feel sad as well.
I weep. This is just so sad. I don't know why. What is going on? I'm just crying for no reason.
This is a really sad sword.
This is dumb. Give me that thing.
Spit
What the-
walks
what?
over.
No, give it here. I want to touch it. Give it to me.
You can touch it, but don't take it from Mama.
Make a dexterity check.
Okay. Oh, I didn't grab my cup. Dang. Well, where are you going, man? Okay, let's try again. Oh, that is a pretty good dexterity check.
The superstitions begin.
I'm so
Just a-
excited for this
just
new
a check.
spell.
Yeah, just to check. Just add your dexterity modifier.
I'm so excited.
Why am I?
I will
It's
have a
been a
friend.
while, you guys. Okay.
Math is hard.
21.
Oh, he got a 22.
So freakishly close.
So
Oh,
he
snap.
like a cat, he climbs up your leg and jumps off your knee, grabs it from the air,
Aye.
and runs over to the corner and just stops. And then he turns around and looks at you, and you see his big eyes start to water.
This is really sad, you guys. What's wrong with this thing? I don't want it.
And he throws it back at you.
You grab it. Don't throw things you're not trying to kill people with.
I'm sorry, I just don't.
Okay. You have a little timeout. Sit down. Cradle your head. Relax. It's fine.
He goes over to Francisco and grabs his leg.
Oh.
I sit down with him and cry. Holding him.
I would like to just with my finger touch the blade.
There is no blade. It is just a hilt.
Just the hilt. I touched the hilt.
Okay. You become sad as well.
Look, you guys, I'm
Tiny
always sad, so this isn't
little-
anything too terribly new for me.
A little tiny tear starts to slowly go down. Me notices it, looks at it, and it slowly goes back.
Just
Control water.
Pretty much.
no, you will not. You will not.
I will not cry.
Get back in there.
Kinsley, you're the only one who hasn't touched it. Do you want to experience the sadness? This is how I feel all the time, so now you all know how I
Honestly,
feel.
I'd rate it like a 6 out of 10, maybe.
That was 10 out of the 10 sadness for me. Holy crap. What
Kinsley
skill are you on?
hesitantly touches it.
Kinsley also becomes sad.
How do you feel?
Why does it feel this way?
I keep asking it and it's not answering.
Anyone talk to
Hello?
inanimate objects?
Hello.
I cast talk to inanimate objects.
Is that a spell?
No.
It should be though. Why that's not a spell, I don't know.
That would give DMs much more things to have to give personalities to, and that's probably why it's not a spell.
I
Well,
Can anybody identify what it is? Well, like there's no blade. I kind of step away from everybody and give it a test swing.
Okay. You swing away and nothing happens.
I wonder if it's one of those things that you have to sit with and like,
maybe
attunement.
is that what they call it?
Yeah,
And
that's what I
attunement.
learned through my studies anyway.
I mean, Laura knows this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Would anyone be opposed to maybe waiting to do that after, we sleep? I can
From my
possibly figure this out and see what it is.
I mean,
and
from my
why-
experience or our past experience, when we find something weird, we tend to wrap it up to be safe.
Well, here's the
Oh.
thing. This is what I am thinking. We're safe here. I very much doubt that Strahd is going to try to attack us while we're here. There's a bunch of revenant. I mean, it's Strahd, so maybe. But the revenant aren't going to attack us. We're fairly safe here. I can sit down with it for, half an hour, try to figure out what it is, since I am probably the least affected by the sorrows that are happening here. And that way we can know what it is today. I understand your hesitancy, but if this is something that is supposed to help us destroy Strahd, I'm not as hesitant to play with it, so to speak. And then everybody can have a relaxed time, everybody chill, recoup from the sadness that you've all experienced as I'm still holding the sword.
Just waiting for it to turn on and cut yourself.
I'm being careful. I use swords all the time, man. I mean, I can't really tell if it's like one of those things where it will come out when I need it to, or if it's just like an elemental thing. It could be super heavy when it actually is working, so then I couldn't use it. At least not effectively. In that case, y'all need to get over your build up your tolerance or something, just in case I'm not the one who's going to be using this. So I'm going to sit down. Everybody cool?
Wait, before that, just want to try something real quick. Hold the hilt in the sunlight and see if it like gathers on the hilt.
Oh, that's not the bad idea. Do we have like a window or something?
Mm-hmm. There are windows. Yeah. They are dirty. Remember, me actually, I believe, crawled through one. So currently
Yes.
there is an open window.
Okay, I will stick it out this window. Put it. Is there sun? There's some like Oregon filtered sunlight
Right,
sort of a
right.
thing.
So I mean, it's turning into evening, so there's not much
Mhm.
sun left, but there is sun outside. You hold it out there into the sun, and nothing happens.
Sorry, it was a good idea, but being like a sun sword or whatever.
Yeah, it is okay.
All right.
Well, you are. I've noticed that you have a symbol of the what's his name?
Morning
the
Lord.
the Dawn Father, or is it the
Yeah,
Morning?
Dawn Father, Morning Lord.
Morning Lord.
Lots of different names.
Of the Dawn Father, are you?
We chat. We're buddies. It's whatever.
You
He
think
had. I
that
had a brief vision of nothing, but it was when I was talking to him. So, I'm assuming it was him reaching out. I don't know. I'm not religious, really. That was Fenris's thing. But
then I was gonna suggest you pray to him and see.
I mean,
if
I
he can-
could. We talk, but it's really a
I mean,
very
it couldn't
one-sided
hurt, right?
conversation.
It's like a super casual relationship. I mean,
Yes.
We've only been on like
God,
2 dates, okay?
Haven't heard from you, Mr. Sunboy, in a while.
I mean, he is a pretty big flirt. Fenris does have competition. I'm not going to lie. I could before I try to
I mean,
attune to the thing.
it couldn't hurt.
All right, maybe I'll just do it at the same time, attune and pray, because it's all you kind of interconnected. Yeah.
Or
Okay, so I'm gonna find myself a little spot, sit down. I'm gonna start attuning, and while I attune, I'm going to just, hey, morning, Lord, what's up? Been a little while. We found, I think it's probably not actually your sword, but it's a sun sword. Just wondering, what's up? How are you?
Go ahead and give me a
What's up?
religion check.
Okay, that's not too bad. It's not fantastic, but let's see where I don't think I have anything. Yep, I don't have anything in religion, so that's a 13.
13. Okay. You don't get a response.
I think he's busy, you guys.
okay.
So you sit down and you take some time to attune to this weapon, imra'lyr. You sit down and look over it, kind of hold it, look it over in your hands. Looking at the hilt, you see that it's a beautifully intricate hilt. It's got leather wrappings down the actual handle, and on the back there is a circular piece that looks like someone put. You can attach like strands of like leather or strands of something else so when you're moving around it kind of dances like a ribbon. There's currently nothing on there, so you could add that if you wanted. And then on the hilt itself there's a big blue sapphire in the center. It looks almost like an eye, but it is very solid. You can tell it is probably a pure sapphire. And then there are essentially wings that jut out over like from each side, where right below where the blade would be. But it's very gothic looking. It's got those typical Castle Ravenloft looking, or that era type darkness and whatnot. Very interesting, very cool looking sword. As you are sitting there and as you are attuning to it, suddenly you hear a voice. And it's not just you, but everyone hears this voice. Are you the heroes I was told to wait for?
We are totally the heroes.
Finally started talking now, huh? Okay. So
Can we
had to
all
have
hear
a
him?
so he's the type of sort who you have to actually go on a date first before he'll actually like talk to you. Okay.
I was
Just
told that the real heroes of Barovia would one day come and find me.
I mean, we're definitely trying to get out, so I suppose that kind of inadvertently makes us heroes.
Yeah.
Because yeah.
You must be them. No one else would have found me. You see,
Who
All
were you
right.
told by?
from the sword, you guys see from
Uh,
the waist
can't.
We can't
up.
hear you.
Oh
Oh.
no, the sound went out.
Is this better?
You're muted now.
You're muted.
How about now?
There we go.
I had
Technology.
I had the wrong microphone selected to begin with, one that goes out. So I
Oh.
probably sound better now too.
Yeah.
Actually, you do.
You
Yeah.
do. Lock
So anyway, so you guys suddenly see from the pommel a person emerges
Bah!
from the waist up. A young man. He's wearing very beautiful royal clothing. And he has golden slicked back hair and blue eyes.
Is this? I turn to the others, and I'm like, I kind of like put my hand in front of him. Do you think this is the guy Strahd killed with the lava thing? Wasn't it like his brother or something? I don't know. My notes are in my office. I'm not in my studio.
I
I'm somewhere else because it's too hot over there.
Are you still
my mind My mind immediately asks the question if Francisco's jealous of this man.
Ooh. He is a very handsome young man. Probably looks like he would be somewhat in his either mid-20s to early 30s. Lean build. You can only see the waist up because from the waist down, he's a sword. And yeah, imra'lyr is holding him aloft, and he's essentially moving with her. It's kind of like a genie in a bottle type dealio, except for there's no wisp where his feet would be. He his waist is on the hilt, so as he's moving,
I kind of just wave it around.
It's okay. He's lacking two of my favorite features: legs.
Buns of steel.
Yeah.
I literally have buns of platinum. Thank you.
You know, Imra, I think if we let him speak, he might tell us who he is.
Yeah, okay, who are you, man?
I am Sergei von Zarovich. I was Strahd's brother.
I was right. No wonder it's so sad when I'm holding it. Man. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was actually going to be like the lover trapped in the sword, but it's the brother.
I
Well-
didn't think anyone was going to be trapped in the sword. That seems...
Yeah, that was kind of the
Awful.
last thing I
Fredel
was
gets a lot
expecting.
of weird stuff. He makes a lot of weird stuff.
I thought it was going to be like a laser sword and not their person sword, so I'm a little bit confused.
I mean, is
Yeah,
he
how does this
sharp?
work?
Can you
Okay.
cut anything with him? Try whacking his body into something.
Wait.
How about-
Don't do that. Don't do that. When you use the sword as a weapon, it will be a blade of light. But I have been merged with the sword. If you want,
So you mean I
can-
have a lightsaber?
You could call it that.
Is it
Does
actually
it
a saber?
hurt?
Because I can't use long swords or anything unless it's. Does that count if it's made out of a light?
Well, let me I guess how would I show you guys?
Would it hurt if you were dropped?
I know I am dead. I'm a ghost. I don't feel anything.
I'm
Um,
really tempted to drop him.
Yeah,
well,
you want
don't
to test it, Imra'lyr?
break the sword. Don't break the sword, or no. Barovia will be cursed forever if you destroy this sword, and you will
I'm
only
not going
be
to
doing.
destroy you.
You'll only be doing Strahd a favor.
Perhaps before we ask all the unnecessary questions and try all the unnecessary experiments, we
But it's
listen
totally
to what he has to say. And
That's fine. Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
Mama
Yeah,
Kinsley,
then
voice
we
of
can
reason.
drop-
All right.
Then we can drop him out of the window to see.
let's
if it
not
hurts.
drop him
no,
out
no.
of the window at all.
Sword boy, how do we break the curse?
Well, I'm not sure.
Great! Another person
Yay.
who doesn't know.
But I can tell you everything I know, and we might be able to figure it out from there.
Right,
Perfect.
because there's some guy that thinks that giving Strahd the corpse bride is going to do the trick.
Well, the only person Strahd has ever claimed to have loved in his entire life was Tatiana,
Who is yours?
who was mine.
Yeah.
Who is the sword? And he is living in her body now?
Do you think that Tatiana might be in a matching shield?
Ooh.
A shield of light? Oh, holy crap. That would be like power couple, like through the
Yeah.
roof.
I turn to him. I am very sorry.
From what I know, well, there's a very specific reason why I am in this sword, and I know why. I don't believe Tatiana would be in anything like this. It might be easier if I just show you.
Oh, cool. Let's have a little theater. All right.
All right.
I kind of like go
Do we
over
have
here to
to-
prop him.
Do we have to hold hands to have like a shared vision type thing?
Yeah,
No
is this
hand
gonna be another
holding
one of
is
those
needed,
things?
but if you want to, you're more than welcome.
Spit, do you want to hold my hand?
Spit's like already like holding your arm,
Oh,
still
Okay.
like weeping a little bit.
oh,
Yeah.
Spit.
Okay, I sit down with Spit.
Okay. So Sergei stretches forth his ghostly white hands, and a bright light begins to emanate from them. Within moments, the entire room is filled with his light, and then suddenly, it's gone. As your eyes begin to readjust, a scene unfolds in front of you. You are all standing in the middle of a garden courtyard, flowers in bloom all around. Gothic-era statues dot the scene. Dark water drains from those statues, their eyes and mouths trickling with the liquid as it falls into pools of water at their feet. Upon further inspection, the garden courtyard appears to be attached to a castle of monstrous proportions, built at the edge of a cliff. A courtyard or overhang, or balcony if you will, rests on the furthest corner of the clifftop, gargoyles perched on the edge. Suddenly, you hear voices and footsteps behind you. The castle's giant double doors have been pushed open, and a young man and woman have come running out. "Sergei, wait! I can't keep up!" says the young woman as her white lace dress snags on the edge of the door, tearing the seam up her leg. "Tatiana, I've got you! We must keep going!" The young man grabs the snag and tears it away as he lifts her from the door, exposing the white garter around her thigh. As soon as he does, the heavy oak doors blast outward, tossing the man and woman across the courtyard in different directions. Attempting to recover himself, the young man rises from the ground, somewhat unsteadily, as a figure with dark slicked-back hair and menacing eyes comes waltzing out from within. "Tatiana, run! I will end this." Sergei says as he pulls his platinum-hilted crystal sword from its sheath. Still shaking from the impact of the door, Sergei stumbles between the prone Tatiana and the figure in front of him. What has happened to you, Strahd? Why are you doing this? Have you gone mad? On the contrary, brother. My eyes have finally been opened, and now I truly understand. Within a hair of a second and a flash of black smoke, the distance between Sergei and Strahd closed. Sergei had no time to react, and he stood there in shock, gasping for breath, as Strahd's own sword pierced through his stomach, lifting his cloak away from his back. The young man fell to the ground and slipped off the sword as Strahd held the hilt firmly in his hand. Blood dripped from the blade, and Strahd ran his hand across it, collecting the dark liquid, and he licked it from his fingers.
Oh, he's so gross.
Once finished, Strahd turned to Tatiana, who had quietly made her way over to the courtyard balcony. As he began to run toward her, a look of terror in his eyes, he drops the blade and outstretches his hands toward her. Without even a wrinkle of emotion on her face, she steps off the balcony and falls. Another flash of light and a plethora of memories begin flooding through your vision. You see Sergei's soul rising from his grave. You watch as he wanders unnoticed through Castle Ravenloft, and as his soul travels Barovia for what seems like decades, if not centuries. Then the vision slows, revealing a new scene. The ghost of Sergei sitting on a log by a river just outside the Svalak woods. Hello there, young man. Sergei the ghost looks up and sees a little old Vistani woman making her way toward him. You can see me? He asks in astonishment. Oh, of course I can. Now, it may not be every day that you find someone who can see you, but for me, seeing cursed spirits is an everyday occurrence. And you just so happen to be the exact spirit I wanted to see. Sergei looks at the woman with an incredulous look on his face and takes a moment to respond. Why me? He asks. The little old Vistani woman sits down next to Sergei on the log and begins rifling through her bag. It takes her a moment, but she eventually finds what she's looking for and removes a cloth-covered object from within. Because, she exclaims, I need your help to save all of Barovia. She removes the cloth from the object, and lying in her open hands is the platinum hilt of Sergei's old sword. A flash of light envelops the scene, and you are all back standing at the top of the tallest tower in Argynvost Holt. You look over at Sergei, who seems to be for a ghost very white and flushed. I'm sorry, I have not done that in a very long time. Not used any magic. I could not show you the rest, but I can tell you, the little lady that was with me, she told me that troops of heroes have been coming into Barovia, Strahd bringing them here, playing with them, toying with them, and she didn't think anything of it at first, and didn't think it was any of her problem or any of her business, not a big deal, until she was telling a fortune, and the fortune told of a group of heroes who would come and would be able to save Barovia. She found through this fortune that the only way to get rid of him would be to find these heroes and lead them to me. She sat down with me on that log and told me that she would be able to help me finish the fight I never got to have with Strahd. That she would be able to essentially fuse me with my sword. She called me a cursed spirit. Apparently, cursed spirits most people can't see, they can't do anything, but fusing me with this sword would make me no longer cursed, to the point where I could actually use the cursed power from what Strahd did. Apparently, my blood and I was the catalyst for what caused the dark powers to take hold and turn him into what he is. Somehow, using me as a focus, using this sword to fight him, will be able to stop whatever it is that keeps him from coming back. She told me that only through her fortunes would she be able to find the heroes that would be able to do this. She said she would fuse me with the sword, allow me to fulfill my destiny, and hide me away. She wouldn't know who the heroes would be until she told a fortune, and that fortune would reveal to these heroes where I was. Whatever fortune she told you must have been the one that led you to me. From what I understand, after she found out about this prophecy, she brought it upon herself to find me. She spent years searching for me I just wandered Barovia, stuck here like every other spirit. And then after that, she offered to help Strahd bring in more heroes in hopes of finding the ones that would save us all.
I hate her so much.
Honestly, when this is all said and done, I'm not gonna talk to any more old ladies.
Yeah,
That is probably safe, to be fair. Old ladies are very sketchy. I don't trust them after this.
Never
But it
getting
led
my
to a
fortune
good
told ever
times.
again.
I wouldn't really say a lot of our experience in Barovia has been good times. And that's coming from me.
None of it's been good.
Well, everyone else here in Barovia has been suffering for centuries.
Yeah, wasn't really too much of our problem till now.
Fortunately, you're the heroes that are supposed to make it all better. I would call that a gift and a purpose for life. It's the only
Some of
reason I
us-
agreed to do this is so I'd have a purpose for what my short life was.
Some of us were already busy with our own problems, but you know.
I mean, okay, look, all I'm looking to get out of this, okay, aside from self-fulfillment, because this is super cool, like superhero stuff, like in all my books, action hero, I love it.
The books
How-
you never finish.
I've read plenty of the action-y parts. Anyway, I also would like to maybe, if there is money in the castle, to pay for my mom's operation. So, like, it'll all turn out good. So long as we, this is like good for me, because then it's like one fell swoop. I get to be a hero. I get to help my mom. Get to save thousands of people. It's not a bad idea, no?
You're a
it-
good person, Francisco.
I'm just gonna be completely honest. I mean, most of the reason why I'm trying to take most of this in less of a, how I tend to be, is because this intelligent man, and I gesture to Francisco,
I'm a smarts.
he offered his soul he made us deal with a devil, demon. Oh,
Devil, it was a devil. He was very, oh, I'm a devil.
that is the only reason I have tried very hard to restrain myself. Because I don't
Right
want us
now,
to
I'm just
die.
angry. I'm here, so I'm ready to kill Strahd. Let's go.
Okay, but
wait.
we need to figure out. Okay.
Who can use you?
Yes,
up the sword and I
exactly.
start-
Sergey. What kind of like sword do you turn into?
Yeah, well, are you like a long sword, a heavy sword, a scimitar?
So let me show you. You see that he goes back into the sword and he shoots out, or like a blade of light shoots out. And it would be the equivalent of a long sword.
Okay, that's a little much for me. Like a lot of a much. Unless, because it's light, it doesn't count as a heavy weapon.
Let me see.
Is there like a light weapon setting? And I start like looking for a knob.
Like I peer into the sapphire. Are there some like ways to make sure that
It would be
if-
hilarious if none of us could use it.
If you would like, the sword shortens to a short sword.
I mean, that's a little better. Pretty sure short swords are still strength based though.
No, I believe they're dex based.
I'm pretty sure they're
versatile.
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 Short swords are versatile.
Well, let me.
You said it was a long sword.
Yeah, the sun sword is typically a long sword because it is sentient, and it is based on the magical power that Sergey has, and he's able to manipulate it. He can manipulate the blade to be longer or shorter.
Okay, so it says finesse light
Yeah,
for
it's
short sword.
Actually, so
What does the long sword say?
for this long sword, it says it's magic damage is radiant, weapon property finesse, replace damage type to radiant, damage combat versatile.
So a dex-based person could use
Yeah,
it.
dex.
Yes.
Right, yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm getting the same plus bonuses. Okay, so here's another thing though to consider. How much damage does this thing do?
Okay, so since you are attuned to it, I will read to you everything about it. And this is actually this is some background that he's going to tell you about that he forgot. And he actually got these memories from the sword itself because he is attuned to it. Him and the sword are kind of like one, so he can see like what happened to it through the sapphire eye of the hilt. He was able to see the memories. It says the Sun Sword is a unique blade once possessed by Strahd's brother, Sergei von Zarovich. In its original form, it had a platinum hilt and guard and a thin crystal blade as strong as steel. Strahd employed a powerful wizard named Kazan to destroy the weapon after Sergei's death. The first part of the process required the hilt and the blade to be separated, which Kazan accomplished. While Kazan was busying himself destroying the blade, his apprentice stole the hilt and fled. Kazan later located his apprentice's mutilated corpse in the Svalak woods, but the hilt was nowhere to be found. To avoid the vampire's wrath, Kazan told Strahd that the entire weapon had been destroyed. The hilt, which is sentient, knows that it can never be reunited with its original crystal blade. It has, however, gained the properties of a sun blade, and it's done that through fusing with Sergei's spirit. So the sun sword is a sentient.
So it's a 1d8 plus 4 or 1d10 plus 4, depending on how you use it.
So, proficiency with a longsword allows you to add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll. Yeah, so pretty much. Oh, it also has the properties of a.
It gets extra damage against undead.
Let me see. It's a sun sword. Essentially, it gets the properties of a sun blade. So this side, you get a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this weapon, which deals radiant damage instead of slashing damage.
So is this sun sword or sun blade?
So the sun sword is what it is, but it gets the
Okay.
properties of the sun blade. So a +2 to your attack and damage rolls, and then all the damage is radiant. There is no slashing. It is straight up radiant damage. And I believe it's just the properties of a long sword for your attack. So whatever a long sword is, 1d8 plus whatever.
Yeah, 1d8 plus your it's
then
1d8
when you-
slashing.
Right, and then when you hit an undead with it,
1d10.
that target takes an extra 1d8 radiant damage.
Okay, so I've attuned to it. I would have a +10 to hit. It's a 1d8 plus 6.
I think you can find it in D&D Beyond.
Yeah,
just
I
looked up-
actually
oh,
I have it.
Okay,
cool.
I have it in my Oh my gosh, why can I never say inventory?
Inventory.
Inventory.
Ventori.
Yeah, I'm attuned to it right now, so I can see all of the bonuses and stuff. Okay. So I mean, I could definitely use this. I do also have my gun, which does a lot more damage. But if we're using it against Strahd, it might actually be better, right?
The extra, I mean, Strahd is a vampire, no? He would be undead. So,
Yes.
I mean, does it have
Right.
any,
Radiant damage is a whole lot more.
right? Does it have any other properties besides either?
I mean,
add
radiant
to that?
prevents vampires from healing, right?
I don't know. I know nothing.
You
in-
guys
Well,
witnessed
from
that
our
happen
past
before.
experience,
Yeah,
yeah.
you guys have witnessed that radiant damage keeps them from healing because vampires do heal
I
on
did
every
that.
round.
Yeah, that's what I was remembering our previous battles.
So as long as they take 1 damage of radiant, then that next round they cannot heal.
The only thing is that if I do get up close and personal, like I do sometimes, it might be good. I have a little better armor. Who's got good armor?
Okay, imra'lyr, if you are okay with me being clankety clankety clack, I can give you the dragon guard armor I have and switch back to my chainmail. I will keep
What's the plus to that?
It is a 15 AC 15.
I mean,
And a +1
Oh.
bonus to your AC, so it'll give you 16 AC.
I'm already at 16 AC,
You're already at 16. Okay.
so it doesn't do me any good. Do you think that there's like a shop nearby where I don't even know if I could. We'd have to get something like actually
Other
special.
option, and I look at Spit. This is a fierce warrior, right here.
I am fierce. I can wield the giant sword.
Yeah, do you want to try? I hand it to him.
You hand it to him and he takes it. And then he
Are you
also
going to cry?
takes out Lightbringer.
Does he have two? He has 2 attacks, right?
Yeah, he's a warrior. He's got 2 attacks, and he just became level 8. And I believe I chose a feat for him. Let me double check that.
All of the fun technical stuff that happens when you play D&D.
Stop. Quick
And
question
he's got
while
the
we're on
dual
this.
wielder.
He's like a mama.
Quick question while we're talking about like slightly more, D&D stuff. How are we treating components? Is it like we're focusing on them at a certain level?
We've
Or-
never.
It's
really?
when they
Really?
cost money.
Yeah.
Okay.
So if it
Because,
says you have to have so much costing this
Okay.
much gold,
Because there's
So,
a
there's a ton of
spell-
spells I just got. I keep.
Yeah, there's a spell I'd like to use, but it says it requires an agate worth at least 1,000 gold
Yeah.
pieces.
Cannot do.
So it says in the spell's description though, after spending the casting time tracing magical pathways into a precious gemstone. So does it have to be an agate?
Well, because it says specifically an agate, that is what you
Costs
need,
money.
unless
Because that
DM
was-
says otherwise.
Yeah, I would have to
I
be
don't
that
th-
specific one.
I don't
But-
think we're ever gonna come across an agate worth 1,000.
You're
Oh,
not.
you guys have come across diamonds.
I mean,
We also stole one from my boyfriend, so he probably has one, but we can't get to his treasury.
I mean, the thought
I have
crossed my
dice.
mind, if we're not worrying too much about what kind of gemstone it is, in me's mind, he'd probably take a precious gemstone and like glue on some gold and now it's worth 1,000.
I'm going to make it worth
works
this
that
much.
way.
I mean, if it works.
Bedazzle a rock, call it good.
Now it is worth 1,000 gold.
So you guys
Okay.
giving the blade to Spit then?
Spit, do you want to do this?
Yeah, I think it'd be pretty cool to have the Lightbringer in one hand and then this big buff guy in the other hand, and then I could kind of go and kick the vampire's butt.
He takes out his little toy and he goes, "Hey, yeah!" And he cuts off the head of Strahd doll.
Just like that, then I'd be able to kill them really quick and really fast. It'd be
Hey.
awesome.
But Spit, if we give it to you and you attack Strahd with the sword, you have to say hello to my little friend. Surprise, it's your brother.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, then you can have the sword and I will continue to shoot my non-magical bullets. Oh, well, they did less damage against the werewolves. So they do less damage against vampires? I don't remember.
Werewolves, well, I mean, they tend to take less damage to things that aren't silver tipped.
Right, but does that count for vampires?
Not that I'm aware
DM,
of. I think
remembering
that's
our
only
battles with the vampires.
Silver, I don't believe did anything to them.
Silver's only
So my
werewolves.
bullets do full damage against the
Against
Victors.
werewolves.
Not
the
werewolves.
Against
bears.
vampires.
Why would they do full damage?
Well, that's what I'm asking. Do my
Well, like,
bullets do
no,
full
your
damage,
bullets-
or they?
Well, your bullets aren't magical, are they? And they're not radiant.
You guys, I need to get
Oh.
magic bullets before we do this, or
Good.
I'm taking the sword
Why
because
don't you
otherwise.
Why don't you just dip them in holy water?
Do we
Yeah, I
have
was
holy
gonna
water?
say we could get like holy water. We could soak the bullets in the holy water.
I mean,
I mean, you got a lady over here who's kind of in with the Night Mother. She could probably just pray over water and make holy water. I mean,
How do you
if-
know so much about that?
I watch and I listen. I am smarter than
mean,
you think.
Spit's right. Back when I was getting some lessons from my teachers, I would hear about the practice, or I read about it somewhere, that paladins and clerics
not a
have the
paladin.
ability, or I said paladins or clerics.
Oh, I didn't catch that part.
Let me finish speaking. They have the ability to bless water and make holy water, but doesn't it take a while?
Only takes an hour
Oh.
and 10 minutes.
All right, then we'll do that to make sure I do full damage.
Question. If we drink a bunch of holy water and a vampire tries to suck our blood, does that make our blood poisonous to the vampires?
That would be brilliant. I don't know.
I wish I would have thought of this literally 2 days ago when we were fighting vampires in another campaign.
That's just something you guys have to try out.
If only we
mean,
were like a
well-
friendly vampire. Well, no, because then we would hurt them.
How much holy water would you be able to make, Kinsley?
We don't have any silver powder, do we?
Oh.
I need 25 gold worth of silver powder to make.
Well, maybe we
vial.
should just go to a church.
We
You
know a
guys-
couple of priests.
You guys know of two that are living. One that is not.
That's the
Oh.
option one that's not.
Sergey, I have a question.
Yes.
I have this map of Ravenloft Castle, and I was wondering if you could make sure that this is accurate when we are planning our assault on the castle.
Oh, yes. I mean, I've been there. I've lived there. It's been a while, but I know the castle.
Very
Would
good.
anything have changed in the hundreds of years since all of this
Knowing
happened?
Strahd, he probably has goblets sitting on the same shelf that have been there since I died. I
All right,
doubt
take a
he's
look.
changed anything.
Cool.
Okay, here is my map. We or maybe we need to gather our armies too.
Right. You know what we should do though, just so that Strahd doesn't get wise on everything. I was thinking about this earlier. Kinsley should send messages to our allies to let them know to be on standby and be ready to go, so that we can just say, "Hey, we're ready. Let's go." That way, Strahd can't like overhear some kind of timeline and be ready for anything specific. That was my suggestion.
Sure.
Okay.
Is
So-
there like a way to be sneaky about it? Is the other-
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way for someone to like hear in. Can somebody look for something invisible that might be spying on us?
I mean, aside from my eye, which I have covered right now,
Can he hear through your eye?
no, we have confirmed that he cannot hear.
Cool.
Yeah, you gonna take care of that thing?
You know, we can do it after we kill Strahd. Hopefully, he can't do anything special.
Well, I don't know. We kind of wanted to wait for your horn thingy to be.
That's true. My horn, yes, to have the berserkers.
How many days, DM, has it been since he used his horn?
Gosh, he used it.
I used it on Yester Hill. Yeah. We went up to the one place.
How many days is it until it resets? Like,
It's
is it
a
7 days? It's a
7
week?
days. Yeah.
You know, you probably have another day or two.
Okay.
We could probably go take care of the eye situation and
Yeah,
then go kill Strahd.
perfect.
We also are supposed to find him a wedding dress for the corpse bride, but I really think he's just going to kill her. I really think that Strahd is just going to kill her because she's not Tatiana. You know?
Yeah.
What do you think? I turned to his brother. Would he kill the corpse bride that this guy is trying to like woo him with and make him happy so that he'll no longer be a curse on the land?
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds really messed up.
It is really messed up. Like, I wanted to make her a beautiful dress, but I'm also freaked out that Strahd is going to try to kill her.
Look,
Our goal
alternate
is to
plan.
hopefully kill Strahd before that plan can happen. So
Right.
doesn't
Alternate
die.
plan. Here's the timeline I'm thinking. We kill the hag who cursed my eye. Then we gather our armies and tell them the plan. We attack Strahd, and then I could marry the flesh golem gore. Quite good.
I mean, okay, but here's the thing. You have to make her fall in love with you first. You can't just like marry her.
Okay, I could. Okay,
But is
I
she a
will
male
mood her.
or
I
a flesh
mean-
golem bride?
I don't. I feel really bad for her. She's
Yeah,
made
yeah,
for
yeah.
one purpose, and she should be able to be her own person and develop
This is
her own
what we will do.
personality.
I mean, the thing is too is that Francisco, you can't make your already existing love interest jealous, now can you?
Who are you talking about?
Oh yeah,
No, I
cheat on
don't
Agatha.
remember anything.
You would cheat on Agatha and that one girl
No,
from
no,
your outpost or whatever where you work. You went on a date with her.
I went on a date, but it was super awkward.
Me is laughing to himself.
Anyway, so we
The
need to.
only-
Yes.
The only thing that I know that getting a wedding dress will most likely just seal her fate. But he did offer us something in return to help us kill Strahd.
Oh, you're right.
What did he offer?
some form of help. I don't remember specifically what it was.
Everyone make me history checks.
I
Some
wrote it down
kind
in my notes,
of.
but I left
It was
them in
some
my
kind of
If
like
you don't have your notes, then
gift
give me history check.
thing he was gonna do. History.
I don't remember.
17.
Rolled the three.
14.
18.
Okay,
Emra's like,
Francisco and Kinsley, you remember that the abbot, let me open it real quick. Village of Crest, Miami. You remember that the abbot offers to something old. So the abbot offers to cast where the heck is it?
I don't know if he specifically told us, but he said he would give us a gift.
Well, guys, check out
okay.
our website.
So the abbot offers to cast Raise Dead, or offered to cast Raise Dead up to 3 times on your behalf, or give each of you the benefit of his healing touch.
Right.
I wonder if
Which-
it could get me magic bullets.
I know that none of you are here
Reason.
for any real reason, but Strahd has my family. He has my dad, who I've never been able to meet, my brother, and now my mom. I need your help.
This is fair.
Well,
This is fair.
I've been brushing up on my druidic studies, and I remembered of a spell that if any of you should fall in battle, it won't be the end for you, but you might end up a little different.
Are you
Okay.
saying
But-
that I would become fat?
More of you may not be a changeling anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I've recently been able to do something similar, but the abbot has agreed to do this if any of us fall, if any of my family were to die.
This is true. Okay, no plan. We take care of the hag. We get a wedding dress. We go back to the abbot and we be like, here is your dress. Give us your blessing. And then we gather the armies.
and
I
see-
did want it very soon.
We
So
get
maybe
the
the-
dress. and then we kill the hag. And then we gather our armies. And then we attack.
And while we are at it, we find imra'lyr, a magical shotgun.
Sure.
Put a pin in that one.
We can do it while we do everything else.
Sure.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So, this is what we are going to do. Who needs to sleep right now? It's getting evening, no?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I think we should probably rest here for the night.
Okay. So, what we can do is we can see if there's a wedding dress here. Search the castle. Don't know. First thing in the morning, we search, look around, see if there's anything fancy.
I mean, we could also ask.
And that too.
Yeah.
I don't want to ask the big guy because he is a little
Oh.
bit terrifying.
We can
I
ask
looked
Commune
really
to make
calm when I talked
contact
to
with
him earlier, but
Emma and I.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, he was pretty chill, actually, now that I remember.
Hmm.
Do we want to do that now? Do we want to go to bed?
Maybe the boys can get things ready for bedtime, and you and I will go see if he has anything
Um,
lying around.
I mean, it'd be better to do that because then if, there isn't, we can just leave in the morning.
So
yeah.
before you all go do your things real quick, there was another thing I remembered. I've always kind of wanted to try it. Does anyone have access to a stone that is worth 1,000 gold, or a stone plus some gold that could accumulate to that amount? Trust
I
me, if
have
this works, it's very
0 money.
useful.
I have 0 money.
Let me. I don't
You guys
think
have
I...
a crap ton of money.
But
Yeah.
it's all with
We
Kinsley.
do.
our
Kinsley has a
treasurer.
lot of money.
That's why I'm not too worried about
But
the cost. It's a lot.
Also, it has to be that item unless DM says otherwise.
If it doesn't work,
Then it's a
nothing
waste.
happens. Well,
If you attempt
if
to
it just
cast
does-
something, it'll consume whatever stuff you're trying to use, but it may not work if it's not the right stuff consumed.
I mean, we have a lot of stuff that we're probably not going to use, at least here in Barovia. So,
Yeah.
and money's not,
They're better not to
that
risk
much
it
or
right
something.
now.
I mean, if this works, though,
What is it that you want to do? What is the magicalness of me?
so I've recalled a spell known as Awake. Essentially, if I cast this spell, I can make a creature or a plant have an intelligence of 10, and if it's I make it smarter, and if it's a plant, it has the ability to move on its own. And I was thinking, well, it'd be nice to maybe have a tree on our side, or something that could really.
You want to make an ant?
I was thinking about it. Or
Are they powerful?
I had another interesting idea. There's a specific tree in Barovia that happens
Would
to
it
be.
not maybe turn against us?
I don't know if
That
it would
is the
turn
cursed
evil.
tree. Don't touch
I
the
feel
cursed
like that's
tree.
a bad
I mean,
idea.
I was gonna run that part, but I mean, either way, any other tree or thing would probably be a better idea.
Let's put a pin in it. A pin.
We
But
can
I-
look for the stone you need to cast your spell while we are out and about. But probably not that tree.
Probably not that tree, but
I mean, to be fair, any tree in Barovia is sus.
yeah.
That is a fair. That is
But
very
there's
fair.
no saying that it would necessarily turn evil, or know that we're against.
Let's just get ready for bed.
Kinsley, let's go see if we can find the wedding dress lying around.
Keep an eye out for an agate stone.
Okay. What does it? Oh wait, no, I
An
know what an
agate.
You would
agate
know.
stone looks like
Yeah.
because Fenris has them.
Okay, so imra'lyr and Kinsley make their way down the tower. They are now on the roof of Argynvost Holt. You walk over to the door, which leads to another staircase going downstairs. You are now in the same hallway that leads to the room that Godfrey Gwilhelm and the other 5 Revenant are in. And there's also a hallway that leads over to Vladimir Horngard's room, the leader of the Revenant. And then there's lots of other portions of the castle to explore.
Do we just go talk to him?
I feel like maybe it wasn't the best idea to have us go talk to people.
Wait. Are we going to talk to the? You're right. We were not the right. Why are we talking to these guys? I mean, maybe find the Revenant who found us, though. He
That's
didn't
what I
really
was
seem
thinking.
to remember who we were, though. Did he?
True, but
I don't remember if he remembered you guys. It's been so long.
I don't think he remembered us.
I don't think he well, but also we were behind your dome thing.
That's true. Yes.
So I mean, but maybe find him. Be like, hey, your lord is like cool with us. And we were just wondering if you had a wedding dress lying around for no reason with a bunch of. Are they all male revenant? It wouldn't really matter. I don't think any of them are getting married.
I mean, it's a big mansion, keep, whatever. And had to belong to someone at some point.
Yeah, okay.
Go up to the door with the revenants in it.
You go up to the door. You knock on it. Come in.
I gingerly.
You open the door and you see that all the revenant with their glowing eyes look over at you. Yes.
Hi. Sorry to bother you, but we were just wondering if you guys had like a wedding dress lying around that you don't need and are willing to
get
one. Yeah.
There are lots of things around the castle. You're welcome to look, but I warn you, other creatures have made this place their home in rooms we no longer go and stay in. Be careful where you look.
Okay. Thank
After-
you so much.
DM.
Do you know where would we find like bedrooms?
Lady chambers.
There are bunks.
Let me look at the map real quick.
To be honest, guys,
Yeah.
castle keeps actually don't have a lot of in the way of like.
Yeah.
Right. I was gonna say, DM, while they were talking to the revenants, I was wanting to explore a little bit the castle.
Split
You're
the
the only one setting up the
party.
sleeping area.
Man,
I
you
know.
guys are gonna have
Wait a
to
minute.
make me go and look up all this stuff I don't remember anymore. That's fine
You
though.
should be so
You know,
dumb.
why are you leaving the one that shouldn't be left alone?
Oh,
where's
Let's
right.
sit with you. That's not any
Yeah,
better.
Good.
That's not better.
The bedrooms are directly below.
Thank you very much.
You are so very kind.
Bye.
Enjoy your evening.
So are you guys gonna go downstairs now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can
Okay.
I
handle.
think we are.
I
Maybe.
think we're okay.
Okay. So you guys go down the stairs and make it onto the second level, because there are a total of 4 levels to this castle. You make it to the second level, you go down the stairwell, and you see that there is a hallway directly in front of you. There is a door to your left that is closed, and then past that doorway, there is another hallway leading to what you assume to be more rooms. What would you like to check that door first, or do you want to go down the hallway?
I guess we'll just start here.
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna go ahead and check for traps.
I'm
Okay.
going to take out my gun just in case.
Okay. So, you check the door and give me a
Investigation.
Investigation. Thank you. I wanted to say
Dirty 20.
perception, but that's wrong. Dirty 20. Okay, you don't find any traps.
There's no traps.
Okay, let's push it.
I scoot back.
You
I
scoot
use the
back.
tip of my gun to kind of like push it open.
Okay.
Since I have a long, like,
Mm-hmm.
rifle sort of thing, going shotgun, whatever I have.
Okay.
Long barreled thing.
You.
I give her vigilant blessing and make it so she can see in the dark.
Okay. So you slowly open this door, and you see the contents of this room are draped in cobwebs. Between curtained windows stands a black marble hearth with a sculpted mantelpiece, above which hangs a framed portrait of a handsome, well-dressed man with a wry smile and a thick mane of thistledown hair. Opposite the fireplace is a large bed with a rotting mattress and wooden posts carved to resemble dragons. Across from the double doors stands a tall wardrobe, its doors hanging open, revealing a dark and empty cavity. The only other piece of furniture is an overstuffed leather chair that faces the hearth.
Do I see anything dangerous.
No, just looks like an empty room.
I tiptoe in.
I tiptoe after her.
Okay. You guys make your way in, and now you're in this room.
Do I see was there like a wardrobe or a chest?
Yeah,
or
so you see the bed, the overstuffed armchair, and there is a wardrobe with doors hanging open, and there's nothing inside. It's empty.
Okay, I think this one's a bust. Unless there's something under the bed. I look under the bed.
You look under the bed, and you don't see anything but a lot of dust.
That
I
chair
kind of
looks
blow it.
very overstuffed.
I'm blowing
have a
at
knife?
dust bunnies. Of course I have a knife. Here you go. And I
I
just
take
blow
the
at some
knife
dust bunnies.
and like cut into the overstuffed chair.
You cut
Watch,
into it.
it's what are they called?
Mimic.
Yeah.
Oh, you cut into it, and nothing happens. You just find a bunch of overstuffed stuffing. It's just a
Find
very thick
anything?
chair.
There's just rotting, really gross fluff.
All right, let's try the next room.
Yeah.
Okay. So you leave and you walk further down the hallway and make a left to another portion of the castle where more rooms are. Down this hallway, there is another door to your right, and it is open. It is adjacent. What do you do?
I look in.
You look in. You see that
But I'm
two.
like, be careful.
Okay. You see that two beds with torn canopies stand against opposite walls with a tattered rug lying on the floor between them. Set into the far wall is a fireplace black with soot. A soft hiss issues from the hearth.
There's
Huh.
something inside. I hear a hiss. Maybe save this one for later.
Okay.
All right. I skip the room.
Okay. I need to see something real quick.
And I like tiptoe, hoping that it doesn't follow us.
Through the window.
You are so funny, you guys. So
I
funny.
know.
I don't really.
Go huh?
Okay, Banjo. Zooey.
I never played that game, but I
I
always get
love
nostalgic
that
over
game.
the sounds because I watched you guys play it. Like that
Mhm.
was like our thing.
My
That was
favorite
really
64 games.
Go huh?
Okay. So, so you guys leave the room, and you see that the hallway does continue. It continues down to a T, and there's a hallway that'll go left or right. So you can essentially go back the way you came, or you can continue down the hallway. You hit a wall, and you can go left or right from there.
Keep going.
Right?
Sure.
Okay.
All right, let's
Go
go.
to the right.
Okay.
This is gonna be a bust.
So
I know.
you guys, you see that this T-shaped hallway has branches to the west, east, and south. You guys came from, I believe, the south. 3 arched windows in the north wall look out over the foggy grounds. One second. Okay, so then you're gonna go to the right. There is a door on each end. One on the east and one on the west.
Should we like open it at the same time or do it one at a time?
I would do one at a time.
Probably a good idea.
Man, I should
I
have.
put my ear up to one of the doors.
You walk
choose-
up to the door.
It eats
Yeah.
your face off.
Okay.
I'm super cautious though. I'm like,
So you walk up to the door, and suddenly the hallway from where you came disappears and a brick wall covers it. Both doors on each end fly open, and out fly 5 phantom warriors.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on, you
Everyone
guys.
roll initiative.
Hold on, you guys. We're buddies, right?
You have vigilant blessing, so you have advantage on
does-
your
Okay.
initiative.
Does that include
Everyone roll
Alright.
initiative.
I guess we're gonna find out what we're doing.
Do these look like the same ones that we had fought when we first entered the castle?
When you first entered the castle, no, those were Revenant. These are, or they might be the same, because the Revenant had some warriors with them. They might be Phantom warriors. Let me check. Remember, I'm having to like look up everything again because I
Right,
didn't
right.
expect you guys to go back in the dang castle.
Sorry.
We're looking
Trying to
for
find
a
a
wedding
dress.
dress.
You know, they might be. They might be. I'm not gonna spend time looking it up. They probably. There was Revenant, and I remember the Revenant had a few other things with them. Okay, so Kinsley, what'd you get?
5.
5. imra'lyr, what'd you get?
19.
19. Me, what'd you get?
30, 20. 19 plus 1.
Francisco, what'd you get?
Big 8.
8. Okay. All right. So, Francisco, you said you wanted to go and explore the castle as well.
Right. I was just gonna like look at things, not like try and get and poke around too much, but just kind of look around.
Okay. So, where are you looking around? Currently, you have left the tower. Are you on the very top level of the castle? Where would you be going?
Kind of like the main hallway, just to see if there was anything like there that was interesting.
Like all the way down on the first floor, the main hall?
Yeah.
Okay. So you would have gone all the way back down to the main hall. And from what I remember, you guys explored it, not a ton, but you explored it well enough to know that there were doors to the south, leading back into a ruined room where you guys, I believe, saw spiders everywhere. You closed the doors and decided not to go that way.
Right.
You know that there were doors leading further. So when you first walk in, it's a big courtyard, right? And there were stairs going up and then off to the sides to a big balcony above. On the other side of those stairs, if you don't go upstairs, there were doors leading to the back rooms where the Revenant came from, the ones that you guys fought in the very beginning. Are you wanting to go into those rooms?
Yeah, I just kind of want to peek in real quick, see if the room is interesting. If it doesn't look interesting, I want to close the door and move on.
Okay, so you look into that door and you see a 20-foot long table with sculpted dragons for legs stands in the center of this hall. The chairs that surround the table have backs carved to resemble folded dragon wings, and several of the chairs have been overturned or smashed to pieces. Suspended above the table is a crystal chandelier that glows with a soft white light. Standing in windowed alcoves are 2 life-size statues depicting knights with dragon-winged helms and shields. Rainwater trickles through the cracks in the ceiling, flowing down the west wall and adding to a large puddle on the floor. 5 sets of wooden doors lead to this hall. The doors in the northeast corner hang open. A pair of leaded glass doors, their panes cracked and broken, stand open between panels of stained glass set into the east wall. These panels depict silver dragons in flight. Beyond the glass doors lies a dark, misty room that appears to be a chapel. So there essentially is two ways. From here, you can see that there's a door on the other side of the same wall you're on, and that's where also the Revenant walked through. This is essentially just a big room. There's doors leading to a chapel, and then there's doors leading north and doors leading south. You can assume that the doors leading south also lead to that big room with the spiders. So there's more doors.
There's more doors. Chapel, not interesting. Screw the spiders. There's another door, you said?
To the north, correct.
To the north. Can I see where it leads or no?
It is closed.
It is closed. Okay. And there's no one else in this room?
You do see one of the Revenant phantoms just kind of sitting in one of the chairs but it's one of the ones you destroyed, so now it's just hanging out waiting for a body.
Oh, yo, what's up, dude? I am just looking for like a wedding dress. I'm just going to sneak on in here real quick. Sorry. And I go to that door leading north, and I want to peek through that door.
Okay, so you go. He just kind of like watches you, doesn't do anything, just watches as you go. And you peek in, and you see that this kitchen has been plundered. Its tables overturned. The floor is littered with rusted utensils and smashed crockery. Narrow windows flanking a hearth look out over the cemetery. An open iron pot hangs from a hook inside the blackened fireplace. It rattles on its hook and bobs up and down, as though something is inside it.
I'm going to leave that alone. I close the door and I leave.
Okay. It is at this point that, Francisco, you hear a scream from above you.
Oh, chuta.
And we are going to go back to Kinsley and imra'lyr. Suddenly, you have these 5 phantom warriors on top of you. We are going to do, because I wasn't prepared for this, we are going to do
Theater of the Mind.
Theater of the Mind, yes. So,
All right.
Spit and me have no idea what's going on. They are still back at the tower, so we're going to skip them. imra'lyr, you are up
I have
first.
great.
Okay. I'm going to grab one of my bullets and cast, or first I'm going to grab Kinsley.
Okay.
I'm going to cast darkness on one of my bullets, and I'm going to start running away with her.
You can't.
Why?
I said
'Cause there's
a brick
that-
wall. Is it
there's
actually-
a brick
Oh, it
wall,
blocked it
physical
off.
brick wall that has now
thought it
blocked
might have-
you.
Dang it.
You
okay.
are stuck.
Okay, that changes what I am going to do. Do I recognize them as, Revenant, Phantom guys?
You recognize them as phantoms. They're see-through-ish. Make an intelligence check.
Okay.
Do it with advantage.
Okay. Neither of those are very great. You said intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
7.
Oh,
The most
geez.
you can guess they're probably undead.
Okay. I'm not going to cast darkness because I need to be able to see what I am doing. But I am going to I wish I could cast this spell at a higher level and just take her with me, but I can't. I'm going to cast Oh, okay. I'm going to cast Zephyr Strike. And on myself. And I'm gonna be like, hey guys, we didn't mean to disturb you or anything. We're buddies with, the Lord of the Castle. Please don't attack us.
And what is this thing you cast?
Zephyr Strike just I cast it on myself, and it's a thing where I move like the wind and I cannot provoke opportunity attacks.
Okay. And that's your
and
turn?
I get advantage on one weapon attack. Yes.
Okay. If that is your turn, then it is the first Phantom Warrior's turn. It is going to run up to you, and it is going to...
No persuasion check.
It's not your turn.
No, for her.
For me.
For what she
for you?
said.
We're buddies with the castle lord. Don't attack us.
These are not Revenant. These are...
So they're not apart.
They're not really a part of anything.
Okay.
They're not really listening.
Well, I rolled low on my intelligence check, so that's what she would have done, not knowing.
Oh, okay.
So,
So this guy is going to make 2 attacks on you. 13 doesn't hit.
is it attacking me or her?
It's attacking you.
13 does not hit.
Okay.
It doesn't hit
And
her either.
Then a 9. I need my green die. So this
No,
first
you
guy,
don't.
This first guy misses you. Moving on to the second guy. This
Rude.
guy also runs up to imra'lyr. Remember, you guys are in a like an enclosed tight hallway, you notice that this guy runs up to you and takes up the same space that his buddy is and attacks you.
They're standing in the same spot.
Oh, nat 1 misses.
No.
Does a 15 hit?
No.
He misses both times. A third one comes running up, but this one turns to Kinsley and is going to attack her. And a 17 probably doesn't hit.
Yes.
And another 17 misses. Good gravy. These guys are not very good. At least their ability to hit is pretty poor. Okay, and then a fourth one is going to run up to Kinsley as well. This time, a 22 to hit.
Shield.
Ah, shield. Okay, it misses.
This is my staff. I have never used it, but I have it and I've had it forever. I'm using it. Dang it.
17 misses. Okay, Francisco, it is your turn. You are down below, and suddenly you heard a scream from above you, and now the sound of battle. What do you do?
I run upstairs as fast as I can. If
Okay.
I have to, I dash.
Okay, so you can dash, which is 60 feet. So let me look at the little map real quick. You were near the kitchen, and each one of these squares is 10 feet. So you got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. You are currently at the bottom of the stairs.
All right, cool. That's my whole turn.
Okay. Kinsley, it is now your turn.
I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians at 4th level.
Okay.
Screw this noise. They must all make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Okay, so the first one. What's the
DC.
DC?
17.
17. Okay, the first one fails. Second one, critical success. Third one fails. Fourth one fails. Oop. Fifth one, critical fail. Only one succeeded.
Ooh, cool,
That
cool,
is
cool.
20 radiant damage to all who failed.
Okay.
I believe it is half as much on a success. Got the wolves with the crystal or blue eyes going around us. Their speed is halved. On a successful, it takes half as much damage. So yeah, they get 10
Okay.
for the ones who save.
Okay. So the last Phantom Warrior runs up to
Wait.
imra'lyr.
I think, let me just double check.
Oh, is that your whole
Yep,
turn?
that's it.
Okay.
That's my whole turn, yeah.
Okay, so the last Phantom Warrior runs up to imra'lyr and gets a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, I'm going to roll again to see if he hits a second time. And that one is an 18 to hit.
It hits.
That hits. Okay.
I didn't realize Zephyr Strike was a bonus action. I could have taken an attack. Whatever.
You were trying to
Okay.
Yeah.
talk with them anyway.
Okay, so the first one does 11 force damage, and the second one does 8 force damage.
You guys are so not nice.
Okay, back up to the top of the round. Spit and me don't know what's going on, so they're not here. Imra, your turn.
Since I was just attacked, I am going to. Okay, so how big is this space?
It's a 5 foot by or no, it's a 10 foot by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 foot hallway.
Okay, so because of Zephyr Strike, I don't provoke any opportunities of attack. So I'm going to run past them to as far as I can go to the other side and start shooting at them.
Okay, you can run to the other side, the other doorway, and you find that the door to the rooms they came out of are open if you wanted to go in there. If you don't,
Yeah, I'll curve in for cover.
Okay.
So I can just go boom, boom.
Okay, so go
And-
ahead and take your shots.
Please don't shoot me.
I'm not gonna shoot you. You're fine. That only happened the one time. Wow, that's a good shot. That's a 19 plus an 8.
That definitely hits.
Okay. 2d10.
You got to tell me what kind of damage it is.
I know. It's just my regular gun. There's nothing special about it. Okay. Everyone has special weapons except for me. Okay. I'm also going to pump Planar Warrior into this. So, 14 points of piercing damage.
Half to 7.
And another 7 points of force damage, magical force damage, because it's a spell effect.
Yep.
And then I'm going to take my second attack. Oh, nope. I miss.
Okay. The warrior that you shot is going to turn and make its way toward you.
Ah!
What is its
Wait,
move?
oh wait, no, I don't think I have. I didn't get that, did I?
Yep,
it
I
doesn't-
didn't.
Oh, speed is 30. So let's see. Actually, let me see if you could make it to the other end, because I forgot. Your speed is only 30,
Mm-hmm.
and it's
Yeah,
a
that's
50-foot
why I was a little
hallway.
confused.
So I'll say that. I'll say that yeah, you were able to get there, but so can the other guy. Because
Also, he must make a wisdom saving throw.
oh, that's right, because he's starting his turn in the thing, isn't he? Wisdom save. Nat 20.
Well, he still takes 6 radiant damage. That is halved.
Okay. And so the Phantom Warrior makes his way up to imra'lyr, and he's gonna pull out his sword. And
I'm going to die.
does a 15 hit?
No.
Okay. And 15 misses. The second one is also gonna make his way over to you.
Wisdom save.
You guys,
Wisdom
though.
is 16.
Fail. 22 radiant damage.
Okay. Third, so it made its way over to imra'lyr. It's gonna attack. Then a 19 hits. It's gonna attack again. Ooh, critical. So
We really need to go shopping so I can have some magical abilities so that when I hit something, it doesn't take only half of the damage. I am useless.
5 points of force damage for the first one, and then the one with the crit. Ooh, almost max damage. That's going to be 17 force damage.
How you looking?
I'm at 26 out of 67.
You're getting wailed on. So then there's the other two that are still on Kinsley. It will take
Wisdom
a
saves.
wisdom save. The 16, so it fails.
19 radiant damage.
19, okay, and it's going to make its 2 swings on Kinsley, which is a 23 to hit.
Fails.
It fails?
Well, because of it didn't come back. Oh, wait.
Your shield, you had to
No,
use
that's
shield
right.
before.
That's right. I will shield again.
Okay. I was going to say, if you
Okay.
had to shield at 22, 23 definitely
No, I
hits.
know. No, yeah, I
And then 18.
forgot how to.
Oh, fail.
Okay. Both misses. So the fourth Phantom Warrior still with Kinsey makes a wisdom save of 9, so it fails.
16 radiant damage.
Okay. And he is going to make his 2 swings on Kinsley. A 23. Are you shielding again?
Well, no. Okay, so when
that's
you
right.
do
lasts
shield,
for
for the
it's
whole turn. That's
for
right.
the whole
that's right,
round.
that's right. And then an 18, so that one misses. Francisco, it is now your turn.
Okay, do I know which direction the sounds of combat is coming from?
Make a perception check.
Okay. Okay. 16.
16. Yes, you heard it coming from up the stairs to the north.
Okay. I would like to run as far as I yeah, I'll run up the stairs towards the I guess the direction of the sound.
Okay.
How far does that take me?
You are at, so you get to the hallway that has the door open to the bedroom, and you look to the other side of the hall and you see a brick wall.
Okay. How have I used all of my movement to get that far?
Yes. Well, that's with a dash.
That's with a dash. Okay. I would like to misty step to the brick wall.
Okay, that's 20 feet.
That's 20 feet away.
So yeah, that's 20 feet.
Okay. So yeah, the
Misty step is 30
is 30.
feet, so you'd be fine.
Yeah. I get, and I can't see past the brick wall, correct?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So then I am going to, let me check something real quick. I got like new abilities and stuff, so I have to like make sure I'm doing it right. Let's see. Okay. I guess I will. I guess. Action surge.
Okay.
And gosh, it'd be better to punch the wall or chaos bolt that wall. I'll go ahead and chaos bolt the wall to try and blow it open.
Okay. Give me an attack roll.
It's not great, but a 12.
You watch as your chaos bolt goes through the wall, and you hear a crack on the other side.
Okay. Interesting. Well, I guess that's everything I can do. Yeah, that's my turn, I guess.
Okay. That is your turn. Suddenly, Kinsley and imra'lyr, you see a bolt come through the wall and explode a hole out the other side. There's now a hole in the side of the castle.
Hello.
So, like, did it just go through the wall, or did it
So it can
break?
things can
the
come
wall?
in, but we
Went
can't go out.
Through the wall.
Well, we never touched it. We didn't try.
Well,
to
no,
go out of
I
it.
tried. He
No,
said that
you
we
said
couldn't go.
you said you wanted to run through it. I said there's a brick wall there, and then you said, "Oh, then I'll run to the other side."
You said it was like a solid brick wall.
I said there's a brick wall. You didn't say you were gonna mess with it or try to do anything to it. I said there's a wall there.
That you see.
So you were just gonna run blindly into a wall?
She let her try.
I mean,
It appeared because
I
what
assumed
I said is
imra'lyr was not that dumb.
well, no, because imra'lyr or lore was assuming because I did state before that I was assuming it was an illusion, but you said it was physical. So then I was like, okay, no, never mind.
I didn't hear you say anything about it being an illusion.
I'm pretty sure I did. I might have said it too quickly but anyway.
Put you
Also,
behind in the past.
One thing about Zephyr Strike is I actually have an extra 30 movement, speed of 30 movement. So I actually have 60. My speed is 60 right now.
I was gonna say I thought that made you faster too. But
It does.
Well,
Right.
I didn't know that.
I forgot.
So anyway, we are done with Francisco's turn. Kinsley, it is your turn.
I see that the bolt. Wait, am I right next to the wall?
Oh yeah,
or
you were like it went right past you.
I'm gonna put my hand out to touch the
Yeah,
wall.
your hand goes through the wall. Francisco, you see Kinsley's hand coming.
Oh
through
my
the wall.
gosh,
See, this time I was like,
I was right. Imra, run back this way.
I am ready. My body is ready.
I have guys surrounding me, so I'm not gonna move. But let's see, that is a concentration. So I'm just gonna go ahead and see if I can just get rid of these guys and channel divinity and turn undead.
Okay.
And they must make a wisdom saving throw.
And how
Okay.
big is the area of effect?
30 feet, 30-foot radius.
Okay.
So, no.
So you should be able to get the 3 that are on you.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how big is your guardians?
15
like a
feet radius, I think.
20.
Hold on, let me just double check.
Either way, the dimensions are all screwy with this whole thing now, so I'm just gonna say you can get them all because they all were
Okay.
able to get to imra'lyr. So
It's a 15-foot radius. The
Okay.
Spirit Guardians,
okay,
but 30
this is
feet
why
for
battle in the mind is hard to do
Mhm.
because then you don't know all the diameters and whatnot.
Yep.
So all the Phantom Warriors are going to make a Wisdom saving throw for your turn undead.
Yeah. Let me just make sure that it is a wisdom. Find it. I
This is
hate
what
that
happens when
it's
you
not
don't play
like-
D&D for a long time.
Yes. A wisdom save.
Okay. Let's see. So the first one that is on imra'lyr fails. Second one on imra'lyr fails. The one that's next to you gets a 19, so it passes.
Saves.
The other one next to you fails, and the last one next to you fails.
Okay. What is their CR rating?
3.
3. Okay. Well, they don't get destroyed, but they run as far away from me as they can.
Okay. So
On their turn.
4 of them run into the room that or I guess on their turn they will. So the one next to you, Kinsley, runs away and
Wisdom save first, because
Okay.
it's
fails. It got a 15.
15 radiant damage.
Okay. And it begins to run away from you. And it's within melee range, so you can get an opportunity.
I just have my staff out. I guess I can whack him with the
Rafiki that
staff.
guy.
Sure, I will try to whack him with the staff that I've never tried to do that with. 14.
Misses.
Okay.
Okay, we are back up at the top. imra'lyr, it is your turn.
Seeing that this has gotten ridiculous, I am going to tuck and roll away.
Okay.
From whoever is within melee with me.
Okay.
Then I'm going to drop Zephyr Strike, and I'm going to cast Invisibility on myself.
Okay.
And then I'm going to kind of just tiptoe around and see if I can find a wedding dress.
You're gonna look around those rooms.
They can't see me.
Gosh.
Okay. Well, I'll say you can explore the one room you're in, which would be number.
And I move around in that same turn, so I'm not in the same spot, so they can't like.
Right. So you look around and you see tattered and faded drapes cover the windows of this circular room, and empty torch sconces line the walls. Broken bunk beds and armor stands are strewn on the floor.
I don't see anything like a wardrobe or a chest of.
I mean, not really, but I mean, there's things everywhere. You'd have to like investigate. You'd have to.
Okay, that's probably my next turn.
Okay. It is now the Phantom Warrior that was attacking imra'lyr. It's gonna run to the far side of the same room you're in and just kind of cower there. Same with the other one. Moving on, or I guess they have to make wisdom saving throws still, don't? Or they're
That's
not-
only 15 feet.
Okay, yeah, so they're not going to. The one that is right next to you though, Kinsley, that saved, he's making a wisdom save, and he got a 15, so he fails.
Okay. 24 radiant.
Disappears. The last one that is next to you, or not the last one, but the next one that is next to you, Kinsley, is preparing to run. Makes a wisdom save of 8.
15 radiant.
Poof, that one disappears. Francisco, it is now your turn. You're on the other side of
Alright.
this wall.
I would like to step through the wall.
You step through the wall and you see Kinsley fighting a Phantom Warrior.
All right. I will go ahead and cast I will go ahead and cast Witch Bolt at 2nd level on this dude.
Okay.
That's going to be a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that's going to be 2d12s.
What kind of damage is this?
This is going to be lightning damage in flavor with my
Okay.
abilities. So that's going to be 11 lightning damage. And I'm going to use 2 sorcery points to be able to quicken a spell and cast Chaos Bolt with my bonus action.
Francisco, with that first hit, it disappears.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I learned new things.
Sorry, I already kind of almost had them. Oh.
There are still some guys in the other room.
Oh, there's the room down there. You can go down there. There's some guys in there. Probably
Okay.
should just
I'll
take care
say
of
you
them.
can make it to the doorway, Francisco, with the rest of your movement.
Okay, I want to quicken the spell and cast Chaos Bolt at one of them.
Just
Go
let me
ahead.
cast my spell, man.
And I got a nat 20 to
Oh,
hit.
nice.
Holy cow.
What kind of
Okay.
damage is this Chaos Bolt?
We'll find out once I roll the dice. Yeah.
It's
Okay.
chaos for a reason.
Yeah, it changes. So with it is lightning damage.
Nice.
5, 6. So that's 12 points of lightning damage. Wait, real quick. Let me see something. If
I mean,
can.
The guy you hit puffs in a ball of smoke. Also gone.
Okay. He's gone then, I guess.
There's
yeah.
only one left.
There's only one left. Well, cool. I guess that's my turn.
Okay. Kinsley, it is now your turn.
I'll walk down that way. Can I get to the
You can get to the
room?
yeah, you can get to the room.
How far away is the guy from me? Does he enter my spirit guardian circle?
He is.
I walk in?
He's about 25 feet away from you.
Okay, I can't quite get to him, I assume. Within
Mhm.
15 feet.
No.
Alrighty then. Imra, where are you? Hello, Imra.
She's probably doing her sneaky sneak.
We can't help her if she's doing her sneaky sneak.
We can help her by killing the last thingy.
I will go ahead and just guiding bolt at first level the guy cowering in the corner.
Okay.
Oh no. 12.
Nope, that misses.
Oh, nope. Okay, Imra.
Okay. Imra, it is your turn.
Hello.
I start investigating the room. I don't even answer because I'm so angry that I thought it was an illusion because that is her thing. And yet she didn't go through.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
But let me see what my bonus is, if I have a bonus. No, I do not, but I rolled a 19.
Okay. You look around and you find hidden under the remnants of a broken bunk bed a small wooden coffer.
I very noisily and very angrily drag it out.
You drag it out. It is now out from underneath the broken bunk bed.
Do I have enough of anything like a bonus to see what's inside? or-
Yeah, you open it up. It's not locked. You find within it 4 potions. 4 potions. They are, or 4 things of like a liquidy, liquefied iron-looking potion.
I close it and I. Who's closest to me?
Actually, the Phantom Warrior is closest to you.
Well, I don't want to give it to him.
Mackenzie. Kinsley and Francisco are right next to each other in the doorway.
Do I have enough movement to go over to them?
Yeah, you can walk over to them. You're still invisible, but now this floating coffer is moving towards them.
I push it into Kinsley's arms. Here,
Holy
take that.
Freaking crap! That's a floating thing. It's a ghost. It's a damn it!
Don't do that. There's something inside. Take this, Kinsley. And I push it into her arm. I just pushed a coffer into your arm.
A
I'm going
coffer?
to-
Yeah, it's
I'm
like
going.
a small chest-looking thing.
Oh.
There's
Oh.
potions inside. I'm going to go check the other room.
Put it in. Can I stick it in the bag of holding?
Yeah, you can.
Just a coffer of healing.
Well, it's
But
a
we don't
coffer
know what
with little
potions they
potion
are.
Oh,
liquidy
coffer
things.
of potions.
Yeah, there's
Cool.
4 potions in there. You don't know what they are.
Got it.
And with whatever movement I have left, I just start going to the other room.
Okay. It is now the last Phantom Warrior's turn. When it comes to running away in fear, does he have to make any type of save for that, Kinsley?
No, it just pretty sure it just goes until it runs. Let me see.
I thought that they saved. Oh.
Yeah, I thought there was a
Oh,
save.
hold on. It doesn't say anything about
Does it say it lasts for
this
X
for
amount
its
of minutes?
action. It can use only the dash action. Hold on. It lasts for 1 minute. They are
Okay.
turned for 1 minute,
Okay. Then he is
or
still
until
scared.
it takes. Oh, or until it takes damage.
Has it
Okay.
taken damage?
All the ones that have
Don't
taken damage
think
after that
have
have,
just
have
poofed.
just died. So this
Yeah,
one
I
has
don't
not
think he's
taken
taken
damage
damage.
yet. So he's going to spend his turn continuing to cower. He can't go any further. So Francisco, it is your turn.
Yeah.
I'm going to saunter up to him and be
Uses
like,
the dodge action, by the way. If he has nowhere to go, he uses the dodge action.
Okay.
So that means I attack with disadvantage, no?
I believe so.
So yeah.
Let me
Okay.
look up dodge.
I thought. I don't know. I
When
don't
you
know
take
this
the
rule.
dodge action, you focus entirely on avoiding attacks until the start of your next turn. Any attack roll made against you has disadvantage if you can
Yeah.
see the attacker.
Wow, those were both garbage. A natural 1 and a natural 2.
Yeah, you miss, and that was a critical miss. So go ahead and roll a dex
So glad I'm not
saving
in there anymore.
throw.
That was pretty good. 18?
18. Okay, so you
Pretty
go and you're
good.
swinging your sword, correct?
Yeah, the blood spear.
Your blood spear. So you go to thrust your blood spear in this guy. He moves to the side, and it just clangs into the wall.
Okay. Does my next attack have disadvantage as well?
All attacks
Yeah.
have disadvantage
Okay, so
against them.
I guess I attack with disadvantage again, but that is going to be a 21 this time, so it
That
doesn't
hits.
matter. It's going to be a fainting
Alright,
attack.
alright.
Fainting, and then it is also going to be. I forget everything that the blood spear does. Okay. So. Da-ba-doo-ba-doo. Yeah. Okay. So these are going to be. Well, 11 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kinsley, it is your turn. This thing is still
Um,
alive.
Just walk within range, make him make a wisdom save.
Okay. 7. He fails. Pretty much.
23.
I was gonna say pretty much no matter what you roll, he had 2 HP left.
Oh,
Ah!
This last one poof, disappears.
Emra, where'd you go?
I'm in the other room.
You know, I think I'll go grab me and Spit, and we'll just search together if things are going to go crazy.
You know,
I'm
You know-
staying invisible.
I'm just throwing this out there. If we rest, I could grab one of my spells, prepare to locate an object. Instead of
that is
us
smart.
walking around and trying
Getting
to find something and
back.
getting in fights, we could just walk down the hall, and if I get a ping,
All
we'll
right.
know.
Okay, cool.
You don't have to get in any more danger.
I'm
I'm
just
going to
to
finish looking in this room.
Sure.
I'm going to just go to bed. And I go back upstairs.
Wanna come to me, and I can't, because I can't see you, but
I
if
grip
I
her
touch
hand.
I
Yeah.
cast Cure Wounds. At the 3rd level. Oh. Stop, brain. 17. Feeling to you.
Okay. Imra'lyr and Kinsley, you walk over to the other room, and you see that this room is littered with the wreckage of ancient bunk beds. 5 dirt-caked windows allow precious little light to enter, and between them are 4 empty armor stands. Empty torch sconces line the walls. So just like the other room, it's completely destroyed.
I start looking for anything interesting.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
investigate.
Both of you give me investigation check.
Ooh.
I don't see anything. I rolled a 5.
At 21. Wait,
Nice.
yeah, 21.
Okay, you guys look. Kinsley is quite a bit more thorough than Imra'lyr. However, this room turns up empty.
Hmm.
Well-
Well, keep searching.
So we can go back.
Uh,
No, my gut
but also-
feeling was that that wall was an illusion because it appeared out of nowhere, and illusions are my thing. But I panicked. Ugh! I was going to do one thing and then I did something else. And now it hurt.
Maybe
Let's go back.
have more confidence in yourself. Don't second guess yourself. You know what you're doing.
Sometimes I don't think I do.
I think you do.
Thanks.
Okay,
All
so
right.
you guys are gonna go back to the tower.
Go back.
Okay,
Okay.
so
If we
everyone-
found anything, it was probably be really rotted anyway.
We never know. But we should find out what those potions are that I gave you.
Yeah, is anyone good with alchemical
don't
potion-y
know.
things? We'll ask them when we
Mm,
get back. Oh, hey, Francisco, did you already leave? Francisco?
Yeah, Francisco left.
Oh, okay.
Francisco is like, I'm out.
Yes, we can ask him when we get back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way back to the tower where you found Sergey and his sword. You guys get back, and me and Spit are just sitting there in a little circle with Sergey.
I got this.
Okay,
this.
you got this. Go for it.
He's like, I
I'm
wasn't in
trying.
for most of this. I want something.
Yeah. So as you walk in, you see me sitting around with Spit, and you walk in and you see a satyr and 2 dryads placing bets while we were playing a game of dice.
Oh my gosh.
Come on.
I have
Daddy
been
needs
gambling.
a new pair of underpants.
I really hope he has an agate on him.
Snake eyes.
You guys
Oh.
look like you're having fun.
Oh, hi, Francisco. Hi, Emrad. Hi, Kinsley. This is, well,
You have new friends? You
Yeah,
summoned
I
new
mean-
friends.
yeah, I can summon them. I've played dice with this one before. You can go now. They're back.
Do you have time to do that?
Well, we were probably gone for a while.
Well, I mean,
yeah.
playing dice before.
Oh, that
Oh.
was forever ago.
Oh,
I've known him for a while.
That makes me very curious about your past, but you will not play.
Yeah. And you see like the 2 dryads are kind of like leaning on him and stuff. He kind of has this presence of like, you know, the gambling boss, you know.
Emma just
All right.
eyes me. I'm going to bed.
Yeah, me too. I'm gonna go to sleep now.
Oh, but the potions. Oh, we need to probably do
Oh.
some things first. Anyone know how to identify potions? I found some.
Let me take a look with my book knowledge and my magical knowledge.
I can just look at it.
I bring them out of the bag of holding, and I just put them down.
I'd like to inspect to see if I know what it is.
Okay. Whoever is inspecting, go ahead and I guess give me a nature or medicine check. I'll take either one.
Neither are good for me, but we shall see.
I'll do medicine because that's a 19.
That's a 15 for me.
Okay. Anyone else checking? Just those two?
15.
Okay.
I don't
Since you guys, no one really knows much about potions, I'm going to say that it was a pretty high DC. Francisco, you still don't know, but me, you recognize these. You have seen this irony liquid before. Maybe while you guys were over in hanging out with what's his name, imra'lyr's friend Aphrodite. Hanging out in Aphrodite's study, and you were able to look around and saw some of his potions and different alchemical things that he was working on. Although his enchanting is more his forte, he still does some alchemy here and there. And you remember a little label saying potions of invulnerability.
I feel like we already have one of these.
This
What?
is like, so these potions are essentially like shields for yourselves.
And how many are there?
4.
How long do they
Dude.
last?
Let me look up potion of invulnerability.
not already find one of these, or am
Yeah,
I
I thought that
imagining that?
I thought that we did.
I don't
If you
have any
did, it would-
potions
you
on
guys-
I
me.
don't
You guys would
remember
have to know.
anything about a potion of
So for 1
invulnerability.
minute after you drink this potion, you have resistance to all damage. The potion's syrupy liquid looks like liquefied iron.
Pues, each of us takes one, no?
Yeah?
Yeah.
At the very least, because Spit and I will be in front fighting Strahd, that might be a really good idea.
Who
I mean,
will
since we only have
be
4
not-
and I'm not really up there, I mean, you guys can have mine.
Will you be okay?
I just have to not die.
Don't.
I am
die.
definitely take one. My soul is on the line here. And I grab one and put it in my bag.
If we can, maybe we might be able to find a shop with one. I really feel like we already grabbed one from somewhere. I don't know if we nicked one from Aphrodite.
Only fancy
I don't
potion I ever
know.
remember is a potion of flying, but we use that.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Maybe that was...
Guys would have to check
And
your
I wasn't-
inventory.
I don't have
Yeah.
it.
I mean, I still
Okay.
have it marked down that I have, like, any potions I get, even if I've used them, unless they're health potions, I'll just mark them as used.
Yeah.
So I still have the bottle.
All right.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
let's go to sleep.
Yes.
Oh wait, I keep forgetting. Okay, we need to contact some people, right? Do you have enough spells to send any messages?
I
Or are you
don't
out?
have that stocked.
Alright.
Maybe I have to do it in the
Tomorrow.
morning or wait.
Okay, so let's just go to bed.
Yeah. A sleepy sleep nose. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Anyone
Good
want to
night,
do anything before you go to bed?
I flirt with the morning lord a little bit in my prayer.
Okay.
I'd just pass out. It's like,
I'm going to say my prayers. Say your prayers, Hook. And pray to. I don't know why that popped into my head. Pray to Saloon
Okay.
and just ask for her protection over us, and please don't let us die. Keep my family safe from Strahd. I don't know what I'll do. They Anyway, and just
Okay. All right. You all. Are you doing anything, me?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
So me is gonna first off, he's gonna take like I want to say like a stick, but I don't. I take my my torch that is unlit and I start whacking the satyr like I said you can go now.
Are you imagining it to 10 so it will go away? You know you can just dismiss it.
I can, but I let him be his own. Leave.
Yet you summon him.
You're gonna leave me here in Barovia? Can't you just dismiss me?
You could just go back to where you were, wherever you live. I
know where you go. Okay. All right.
I don't want to see him. I'm embarrassed by that. And then, Mia's gonna sit down and he's gonna try to just meditate and commune with nature, especially with his new spell now. Commune with nature.
You can actually. Well, no, you've already talked to plants, so
no.
Well, keep in mind you're in a tower right now, so there's not much nature around.
Well, no. I have an actual spell called Commune with Nature, which basically I can get a lay of the land, but I'm using it more for roleplay purposes.
Okay.
So, right now. But essentially, it allows me to briefly become one with nature and gain knowledge of the surrounding territory. But me's more using it for, meditation. It can give me the location of terrains, bodies of water, prevalent plants, materials, animals, powerful celestials, fays, fiends, elements of elementals or undead, influences from other planes of existence and buildings. I can choose 3 of these facts of my choice to know about within 3 miles of me.
Okay.
So I'm going to choose, powerful celestials, fays, and fiends, elementals are undead. I'll do that one. Obvious, we're influence from other planes. I'd like to keep an eye out for, and then, I guess, any animals that are interesting around.
Okay, so your 3 is Fae, Fiends, and Undead.
Or elementals.
Okay.
Any influences from other planes, or any interesting animals, or minerals, people, or plants.
So you get. So you still kind of get a lay of the land, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know that directly below you is the ruined city of Berez. Literally, the Argynvost Holt is on the precipice of a giant cliff that goes down and overlooks that ruined city, which is essentially now a swamp. And from within it, you get an uneasy feeling. An uneasy feeling coming from the ruined city of Berez, and you feel the presence of a fae.
I'm not awake, never mind.
You're not.
I'm also not saying anything out loud, so.
But that is essentially what you get.
So essentially below me, I feel a fae.
Like down the cliff and the hillside, down in the ruined city of Berez, you do feel the presence of a fae.
Is anyone still awake as I'm doing this? I'm ritual casting it, so it's at like 10.
Yeah, Emma's just like, what's up already, Mark?
I'm just praying.
imra'lyr.
Yeah?
I was doing some light meditating, and I feel a fae presence in the ruined city of Perez.
Well, are hags considered fae?
I actually think they are, because one of my summoned fays is a sea hag.
And was the location not in that city?
We were told that that there was some kind of witch or something living in a ruined city, which I have written down.
That's correct.
I finally found my really old notes, guys.
Good job.
So, potentially it could.
Be our hag.
What did it feel like? Was it like, oh, like a nice your friend sort of fae, or a don't go near it, it's a bad fae?
I don't think I can really tell the difference.
You can feel
mean, can I?
you can feel the whether it's affecting things, correct? Like, what does it say?
So it says that the part that is relevant to this is you instantly gain knowledge of up to 3 facts of your choice about any of the following subjects as they relate to the area. The ones I chose was influence from other planes of existence, powerful celestials, fae, fiends, elementals, or undead. And then I chose prevalent plants, minerals, animals, or peoples.
Right. So you do feel that this fae presence would be powerful, but is suppressed.
It feels powerful, but suppressed somehow.
So, potentially an ally, potentially it will just kill us as if we tried to release it. Sort of. a thing.
And potentially has a dress.
Well, I
Just give Francisco a look. This is why I don't sleep for more than my meditation hours. I mean, I suppose that's something to bring up to the party and see if that's something we want to investigate or just skirt past and not worry about it.
I mean, if we don't find the hag by the time that we get the other thing we were gonna do first, we could always check back there and see if that's where they are.
Maybe. All I know is we really need to go shopping. I'm the only one with a non-magical weapon, and it's making me feel pretty useless.
I'd also like to go shopping, but I don't know how good the shops in Barovia are at all.
They've got to have something. It's not like they're not, having to protect themselves. And
maybe I'll get lucky and they'll have a nice rock.
you're really onto this rock thing. You must really want to summon a treant.
I can't tell you how long I've been trying to get a friend who has not died on me or
Just
is so
wants a
uninterested
friend.
because they just want to lounge about on their fluffy tails.
Are you talking about like nature-based friends or just friends in general?
I mean, I'd like to have a animal or plant companion to take my next step in being more of a druid.
Okay, so you're talking more about druidic sort of like.
Yeah.
Not all druids have animal or plant companions, right?
Yeah, but I feel like
You want one.
It would help me feel closer to my goal of being able to confidently speak on behalf of the land. I mean, I've already taken some drastic steps towards that, but
You've changed a lot since we first met. A lot.
Yeah, I used to be interesting.
Yeah, that's a word.
I still am, but I mean,
Not
I'm
nearly
trying.
as.
I'm trying for your sake, all of yours sake.
Francisco rolls over in his sleep and puts his arms around me and like tries to like pull him in to spoon him.
Oh, why does this feel
know-
vaguely Why does this feel vaguely familiar?
Well, because you guys do it all the time. I wonder if he like subconsciously can understand the conversation is subconsciously like trying to be a part of it by embracing you.
I feel like this very specific thing happened, except differently. I don't. All
Teddy
of that.
bear.
All of this has been. Any of that memory has been kind of blanked. There's a gap.
Is that when we went to Hades, or
I think that the last thing I remember is seeing that cube, and then we were out.
You guys make it very difficult to pray.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I was
My
praying
bad.
earlier, but then
I mean, I was kind of communing with nature. I guess it doesn't take that long. I mean, it was like 10. You've been like praying for like 10 minutes.
I mean, you know,
what
I
to
do a
ask
whole
for?
ritual thing that I do with incense and
That's fair.
have my. Yep.
Okay.
So, what is everybody going to do when we get out of here?
I have some thoughts on maybe visiting.
It sounds
Some
like
people.
you have a lofty plan in mind for yourself, being someone who's wanting to speak on behalf of nature. That seems like a pretty big thing.
Well, I mean, kind of been stealing from it for a long time. I've never really been on good terms with druids in general or just nature. It's kind of taken a lot from me. So I kind of feel like now that it's helped me so much that I'm kind of owe it.
Well, nature is definitely something that is a give and take, and
It's taken a lot.
I'd like to settle down with my family. The whole reason I left Neverwinter to begin with is to find them.
right.
Maybe when this is all done and over, I'll see if my mom hasn't died yet.
You mean your real mom and not the one you were tricking as a little girl?
No one I was forced to survive to pretend to be the daughter of.
What about you?
I don't know. I need to finish finding my soul shard so I can feel whole again, I guess. I was pretty empty for a really long time. If it wasn't for Gundren, Aphrodel, and Fenris, things, I don't know, would probably be a very different person. I just want to go back and be with them. Maybe find my family that I was kidnapped from when I was a child. But first, I need to fix this. Maybe, well, I had things that I want, but another member of the situation would have to want it too. But it's probably too early for those dreams. So, and who knows? I've been gone so long, he might have forgotten all about me. But
I don't think anyone can
Churros.
forget you.
we all know what Francisco wants. He wants to get a lot of money to save his mother. We don't need to wake him up to ask him that.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
You know, I think one big thing for me is I want to make a bridge between us and nature, because there are many druids out there that do manipulate nature in a way that kind of creates a divide. I think that it's about time that those druids stopped doing what they were doing. And I feel like I could be a hand to begin that.
So for you, the adventure doesn't end.
No. I have to follow the trail of mushrooms.
I crawl over to Francisco. I kind of pull on his ear a little. Francisco, what do you want to do when we get out of here?
I want to save the world. Be a hero.
I guess it's a good thing I asked.
He's a main character.
Ah, that makes sense.
Burritos.
He's
Definitely fits the quality.
he's the stupid pink-haired main character.
Yeah, the one with
Typical
the colorful hair in those
shonen protagonist.
books. Maybe got isekai'd or something.
Oh my god.
I see him more as like a Goku Naruto type.
Oh,
Kind
yeah.
of dumb, but strangely strong.
Natsu.
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 Yeah,
That's where I
Awesome.
was going with the.
obsessed with food.
Well,
I'm gonna go to sleep.
who's going to? Do we need to keep watch? Probably should keep watch just in case.
Yeah,
Agreed.
All right.
I'll take first watch.
Okay.
Okay.
Good night.
I will put up the dome
Okay.
because then
So-
at least it's warm.
So Kinsley puts up the dome. Me gets ready to take the first watch. And this is where we're going to end our session.
I was ready to
Man.
roll.
We are finally back. This is nice, guys.
Oh my
missed
gosh, I
this.
missed it
I'm so
so
happy to be
much.
back.
I've been
Everyone
wanting to play
watching,
for so long.
you know, everyone watching at home, thank you so much for joining us this evening. As you can tell, we are stoked to start playing D&D again. I'm very excited and very happy. I hope you are too. Do we have any announcements tonight?
We have announcements. So, we are adding an additional campaign. This one is ending soon, correct, DM?
It depends on you guys.
That's true.
Yeah, a role play for 2.5 hours. So we are adding an additional campaign. They are called Aether Realms. Aether Realms. They are whom I was originally doing a show with on another stream, but they're moving over here to hang out with us. They will be doing Monday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'm pretty sure. The time I can never remember what time we start, but I think it's at 5 p.m. Pacific. And the premiere date is, so we're shooting for the 19th, so in a couple weeks, or in a week. I don't know when the 19th
We'll
is.
update the schedule on Twitch to reflect that, and I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure we need to still update the one for this show too. Pretty sure it
Yeah,
still
you-
says we play Sunday nights.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean that's what someone pointed out to me. I keep forgetting to go and double check, but
Let's do that after we log
yeah,
off.
we will check
But
that.
yes, so the Misfits will continue until whenever we wrap up, and we will be adding Aether Realms on Monday nights. It is a really fun campaign, all homebrew for the most part. We pull a lot of stuff from other tabletop role-playing games to kind of create this one. The GM did, and yeah, we're going to be starting off session 1 when we start over here, and it will be awesome. So come watch them or us from the very beginning on this journey. And my character is so cool. So just come watch because it's amazing. She is so much fun to play because Matrix with a lance. I'm just saying, it's really cool. I am the chosen one. Just kidding. It's not true. I was going for like the Miro chosen one, like
Yep.
you know.
We know
But-
what you were going for.
We know, but
That's because
But
she
you're
is.
wrong.
Now we need to just watch that movie. Anyway,
So good.
also the social media stuff. We got stuff on TikTok. There are now acting role play challenges you can do it on TikTok. And there are also some DM prompts where you can DM for us in a stitched video on TikTok and tell us about, certain things, whatever the prompt is. And we'll, of course, be keeping you all up to date on the Ether Realms as things progress, and it'll all be on our social media and stuff. So,
anything else? Anyone have any personal stuff they want to plug? Well, I sure as heck do. Part of the things that I've been working on, besides being a new dad and helping take care of my screaming baby boy, is that I've been wrapping up my project, my audiobook project that I've been working on with author Starzy Davies. She is already an award-winning author, and this book that I'm working on won an award, which is pretty cool. It's like the Winter something award for best historical fiction. I don't remember exactly what she told me it was, but it's awesome. I finished wrapping up everything. It is currently going through a final review with Starzy Davies. If she has any issues, then I have to go and fix little things. Then it gets turned over to ACX, and they go through their quality assurance. Overall, we're looking at probably September-ish for it to drop, and that is about the same time that the book itself comes out. So the audiobook and the actual book are coming out. It is called Daughter of the Yellow Dragon, a Mongolian Epic. So if you like audiobooks and you like historical fiction, this one is awesome. It kind of revolves around Genghis Khan and his descendants a couple of decades after his death and what happens to them and the clans and all that. And it's really cool, and it follows the main character, and she is just an awesome character. It's very interesting that I was chosen to do this, and the main character is a girl. So I had to do a girly voice, and it was just a lot of fun. So if you want to listen to that first book, it is coming out in September, and books 2, 3, and 4 are also going to be coming out in the next year-ish, and I will be doing all of them. So if you like it, put those on your calendar, and I will keep you up to date on when they are coming. If we don't have anything else, everyone, thank you for joining us this evening. We appreciate it very much. We love you all, and we can't wait to see you next time down by the lakeside. See ya.